tighter early in the game, depending on who you're playing and how you want to play it.
Yeah, but just in light of the fact that the big games are coming up soon, they're just around the corner, would it be pleasing for the coaching staff the way you've just worked your way into the game?
It was a big game for us, coming into the weekend, or coming into the game tonight, it was, equal points with the Titans, and there's a fair bit of congestion there.
I think both sides were probably under a bit of pressure. It's, of the 8, you obviously, you can go one or two ways, up or down, so obviously no one wants to go down, so we're all probably, all the teams that are at the bottom of that, need to keep winning and try and force our way, to be solidly in the 8 and a little bit higher than that if possible.
We've got a fairly tough draw at home. We're playing, I think, 4 of the top 5 sides. So you've got to take every game you can get because you never know what's going to happen down the track. But the start was really pleasing. Football at the moment, if we just keep things nice and simple, if we lay the foundation with controlling the ball early, some good go forward, and that gives the opportunity for blokes like Rennie Matura and Sonny Bill, who were fantastic tonight, to do what they can do on the edge of the road.
He did, yeah. He's been in good form the last 3 or 4 weeks. So. He was our players played tonight and obviously played very well.
Didn't have your big guy, plenty of go forward, and you hit him on the fringes pretty well, didn't you?
On the front row strength with Will Mason and Mark O'Malley both out, so it was a fantastic grab for Jared Hickey, Chris Armott, Fred Briggs, Brad Moran. They sort of shared the front row spot tonight, and I thought they did a fantastic job for us.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of our strengths, sort of playing a short passing game on the edges of the field. But you got to get them going backwards to be able to do that. Not that our front rowers. All did a good job of getting them to backpedal and then you can go to the edges and play it there.
Coaching staff, you get a bit of an insight. You didn't have your big guys there tonight, but it gives you, they mightn't be there at the semis either, so it gives you an idea of what you got.
No, that's right. With the way the NRL is at the moment, the amount of injuries in the game, you just got to depend on those blokes that if they get an opportunity, they've got to roll their sleeves up and do the job for you. And as I said, we were really lucky tonight that they did a fantastic job.
The first half, I was really happy with that first half. We showed a lot of patience. Our kicking game was really good through Benny Roberts and Shifty. We controlled the ball, fantastic, and we built pressure, and we were prepared to just build pressure until the breaks came. So that was the main thing. The first half was, I was really happy with that.
So it's just a matter of the boys, just being mentally tough and maintaining that excellence through to the end of the game. I suppose that happens with the younger guys from time to time. It's difficult for them to maintain that intensity, but that's a good lesson for them tonight that they need to do it next week.
Thinking ahead again, you need a good set of halves, and your halves are starting to put it together.
They are. And still, Benny Roberts is still a young kid, and I thought he played fairly well tonight. He had a couple of defensive lapses. I thought Brent Sherwin was probably outstanding for 90% of the game. Probably towards the end, he took a couple of options that we weren't overly happy with. But overall, I think they're building a really good combination. They've both got plenty of football in them, which is good for us. You get to the back end of the competition, you get to the finals, you've got to be able to score points, and those two have certainly got some attack in them.
Kicking game was good too.
It was excellent. And Shifty, when he's playing well, he's kicking to the corners and controlling the game and not going for too much flair, and that's something that we just keep chipping away with him at. He gets a bit excited, but when he's playing his best footy, and when we tend to play our best footy, is when he's just staying nice and controlled and putting the ball into the corners at the end of the set of 6.
You just like to start every game like that, would you, in the future, and go on from there?
Mate, yeah, certainly. We need to, I suppose, keep in mind the fact that the Titans were under strength today, and we're going to beat better opposition, towards the end, back into the competition. We've got St George next week, and we've been going okay, and they've got Gasnier back, but, I think we still meet Brisbane, North Queensland, Melbourne, and Parramatta as well. So we're going to have to be better than what we were tonight, but, that's a good start for us today, particularly with all those blokes out.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing for us, I think, the first half especially. Bit similar to last week, I suppose. We were in the game 20 minutes in. I think we made sort of 4 errors on errors and 4 tries. So it wasn't the errors I was disappointed in, it was more the probably just a bit of grit and defence to defend those errors. It's something that we were pretty good at doing earlier in the year. The last 2 weeks, it's gone away from us, but you never lose it. I think it's a lot of big confidence factor at the moment. Something that's we just got to turn it around. We've got still a fair way to go in this competition. not losing sight of that, but at the moment a little bit of important is all we've got. There's you know, the pressure every week is there to perform, but we are getting down to the wire now. Yeah, I think we've got to stop as a team, and it's hard when it's in the, you know, it is a big focal point, the final series coming up, but we've just got to worry about you know, improving our individual performances, and that'll help our team performance, and just start small steps again. You know, we probably don't think we did, but it's you always think about those things. You think for reasons why, you know, where the losses come from. Maybe we were sort of focusing a bit too much on playoffs. You know, we've still got a long way to go. You know, I think there's a lot of twists and turns in this competition here. Yeah, I think it's going to be, take a picture of the 8 now, I think it'll be a little bit different come after round 26. I think Frankie could be back, maybe Matty Rogers at a pinch, Michael Hodgson's coming along, so yeah, you know, we've got a lot to be positive about. I mean, we're not going to lose sight of that. It was a disappointing performance tonight, but there were areas of the game where we're going to take out of where I think we're a lot better than the week before.
I thought they were really good tonight. They completed a lot of their sets, and I think that's what won them the game. I mean, we made a few mistakes, like Cardi said, and they kept theirs to a minimum.